kasama ko po sila mama ngayon. This time kasama ko na po sila. At napilit ko na.
Buo na kami pamilya ko.
Hindi na sila busy. Si Papa ko uwi lang din. Panggabi na siya. At ayun, simula na tayo sa John 1 verse 1. Ano nga ba ang nakasulat sa John 1 verse 1? Sabi dito, nang pasimula, siya yung berbo. At ang berbo ay sumama sa Diyos. At ang berbo ay ang Diyos. Ang sabi is, in the beginning is God. And the verse is with God. And the verse is God. So ano nga ba ibig sabihin nun? Sabi dito, the Lord is in His essence, perfect, infinite, divine love. A love so powerful, it wrote the creation of not only the universe, but of reality itself. Take action and have a presence through that love had to express itself. That expression was in the form of what the writings call divine truth, which is in the Bible called the Word. That idea of the loving needing truth to express itself is not an ordinary one, but imagine, you're in a store and suddenly, unexpected, you see a dear friend. Immediately to you, feel a rush and affection. So, yun. Ano daw mararamdaman mo pag may nakita kang kaibigan mo sa tindahan?
Matutuwa syempre. Matutuwa.
Anong gagawin mo nun?
Pagpapapili tinapay.
Siyempre.
Tatanungin mo, anong bibinili niya?
Oo, yun. Babatiin mo boy. Yun.
Ano? Rush of affection, of joy. Seeing that person in anticipating talking to him or her. Gusto mo siyang makausap, gano'n, nakakamusta. So then, what happens to your mind? Starting generating information, telling your face to smile. Pre, pag nakita mo siya, ngingiti ka, o kaya sisimangot ka. O kaya minsan di mo papansinin kasi may utang ko sa kanya. O, diba? In your hand to wave, voice to call out his or her name. That love you feel instantaneously generates idea of how express itself, generates information that puts love into form. So, ayun. Ang next is hanggang ano lang tayo, hanggang 3 lang tayo. Sasayaw pa tayo.
Ay, sasayaw tayo. Nice.
Oh, sige.
Next is, this verse reinforces points in the first verse, that divine truth was not created by or created after the divine which it expressed. So, ito nga pala, ito rin ang pasimula yung suma sa Diyos. The two are one. Love has to express itself as truth to have form. Truth has to express love to have substance. Love without truth is not really love at all. It is just a feeling and potential. Truth without love is truly just a concept with no goal, no use, or no purpose.
Amen.
God here represents the Lord's desire for good. This verse reinforces that perfect truth and perfect God were together from the beginning. It also worth noting that along with the ultimate beginning, there are also beginnings for each of us, making the moments when we choose to turn away from evil and ourselves to the Lord. This verse then reassures that when we make such beginning, the Lord's love truth will be there for us. And it also tells us that if we want to make it real beginning, we need to find the truth and cling to it as the best way to receive Lord's love. So next is John 1 verse 3. Ang lahat ng bagay ay ginagawa sa pamamagitan niya. At alinman sa lahat ng ginagawa ay hindi ginagawa kung wala siya. Di ba, kuya?
Tama.
Amen.
Amen.
ml. It sounds strange to say that the universe was created by divine truth. Truth doesn't sound like active building kind of thing, but it makes more sense when we think of truth. It is the deepest sense as the love expressed, as love given form, because the Lord was love itself. He had to create so He would have something to love, and truth is the thing that turns into creation by giving love expression and giving form. That's not easy to visualize, but it's interesting and a bit stunning how those ideas formed the writings were born out by Albert Einstein 130 some years later. One of the Einstein's most important finding was the mass, energy, and really the same thing. So ito yung famous equation
Yung
niya na
EMC squared.
EMC squared. O ano yung E?
Energy.
O, yung M.
Mass.
O, yabang. Eh yung C, ano yung C mama?
Ano yung bell?
C2.
Centrifugal force.
Letter.
Hindi.
Ano?
Speed of light.
Bakit sinawag yun ni
S.
DSL?
Dapat S, ha?
Ayaw ko sa kanya, tanong mo.
Tatanong
It
ko
means,
sa
Bakit, sir?
it means that mass, the stuff, and the things are made of, the stuff we can feel and have, is actually made up of huge amount of energy trapped in a very small spaces. This meant that breaking up stuff and releasing the energy would be very powerful. It is on basis of nuclear weapons and power plants, and also meant that universe was ultimately one of big energy fields folded in the ring to form mass in the ways complex enough to form the world we know. These things were not even imagined when we were written, but replace energy with love and mass with truth. And you can see how alike it is truth. Is love patterns sprinkled in folded form solid concept and just mass in energy patterns. Folded and crinkled to form physical things and natural reality of mass and energy and extension of the spiritual reality of love and truth and love. So ayun. Ayan, gagayahin nyo lang yan.
Come on now, let's open up the book. Come on now,
So ka rito ba? Hindi ka katala dito
Kita
eh.
nga ako yun. Kita ko nga eh.
and see God has given us all we need to be free. It's about you, it's about me, it's about the truth that sets us free. It's about L-O-V-E, love from the Father up above. It's about hope, it's about life, it's about the love of Jesus Christ. It's about everlasting, never fading love. Come on now, let's open up the book. Come on now, and take a good long look and see God has given us all we need to be free.
Nakikita niya pa?
Oo, ah.
It's about you, it's about me, it's about the truth that sets us free. It's about L-O-V-E, love from the Father up above. It's about hope, it's
Hawak, hawak.
Kaya ako di pa
about the love of Jesus.